At this stage, it's very important to look at how your funds are diversified. How many of y'all have heard the phrase, you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket? And so, but when we're trying to build a business, a lot of us put all our eggs in one basket, thinking this one basket is going to uphold these 3 different goals, these 3 different desires that we have. You may want to be able to purchase a new vehicle this year. You may be wanting to purchase a house and build your first business. Well, one way of earning, only one source of earning money is not going to uphold all 3 of those. And, you know, maybe in 1950, it could have did it, but in 2019, going into 2020, one source of income is just not going to make it. I tell people all the time, you know, people typically kind of ask me for money sometimes because, you know, I don't have no kids or whatever, and I'll be like, okay, cool. You know, they think, you know, and I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. But they don't think about, like, all the other things that you have to pay for. They don't think about all the other expenses that you have, all the other goals and dreams and desires that you have. People don't really think about those things, and they think that this one source, like you, can help fund something that they need. And so we have to realize that as we look at our financial situation, we have to even look at how we diversify, like who we look at as means of helping us along the way. And we'll talk about that too in a little bit. But I want you to go back to that financial wheel. I don't know if anybody has their paperwork from the first week, but remember the budget wheel? Okay. So when you pulled your financial statements and looked at where you're spending your money, did you look at housing? Is anybody between that 20% and 35% of housing? Or are you spending 75 to 80% on where you live? Is that where most of your money going? Do y'all remember? Did anybody? 60%? And that's most of us, especially as we know we live in Houston, so rent and more, you know, all that stuff is just going up. And then also you think about your medical, and some of us, our medical and stuff is covered through, you know, our insurance through our job, so that may be within that percentile. But then you look at personal. And personal, I think about, you know, when me and Minister Keisha want to go on our little shopping sprees. You know, we're supposed to be at 5 to 10%, but really we probably spending about 20 to 30%. So, you know, and giving 10 to 15%. Savings, how many of y'all are saving at least 10% of saving? 10% of your income in savings. And insurance and food. And I pulled this back up because one of the things that this typical budget wheel doesn't do or doesn't help us with is business. This is just for, you know, personal finance. But then you add, I need to start a business. And if anybody has ever started a business, you know it costs money to make money, right? So when you look at your personal situation, do you have money to provide for your personal finances and your seeds for your startup and growth in your business? The second thing is, the second step in developing your financial plan is developing your financial goals. After we looked at the budget wheel, we should periodically analyze our financial values and goals. This involves identifying how you feel about money and why you feel that way. And so have y'all ever created a goal or desire, a goal that you have and you felt like, man, maybe this goal is just not worth it after all? Or you start reevaluating the desire because you see what it costs. Has anybody felt that way? You reevaluate the desire or the goal because you analyzed it and figured out how much this is going to cost you.
I think in there, like Elder E was saying, it could be discouraging to some people because they may be looking at, well, the startup cost is $10,000 for this business, and I only have $100. So how am I going to get from $100 to $10,000? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let this sit here, because it costs too much. Be a busybody trying to do other things, and then now I've completely forgotten about the business. So now what could happen is, like as he stated, it could be given to somebody else, so now you're not doing nothing with it. It's just sitting there, and you're not helping to grow it. So I think that's one of the main things, because we may look at that the goal is just too big. But I don't look at, like, I have a big goal, but then breaking that big goal into medium size and breaking the medium size into small, like realistic to work towards that bigger, the bigger end goal.
Yes, I know. And this step here, this stage here, is the growth stage. It helps us determine a need from a want. I may want to get my BMW X6. I do want to, and I may, be able to with an extra source of income. But do I need it right now? I have about 6 or 7. I told y'all I'm into lashes and makeup and stuff now. Do I need that extra pair of lashes, even though it's probably only $3 to $5? Do I? I do. Not sure. Just joking. I don't. So it helps you to determine your wants from your needs. We need to pay our rent and our mortgages because we need shelter, right? We need to put money in savings because, like I said, the economy is always shifting. We need to be able to plan for the unexpected. I may want to get a new car, but I may not have to get the most expensive car on the lot. Maybe I just need to get a cash car right now and save for the car that I want. Or, I may want to start, this big corporation right now, but maybe I need to just start as a DBA, a portion of that, so I can start making income until I'm able to change my entity over to something that's bigger and, more profitable. Not saying a DBA can't be profitable, because it definitely can, but you may have a huge business that you want to start, a corporation that's going to involve several people and several people to help you with that you may want to expand to.
Would it be wise to make sure your credit's up so that you can get a business loan, a small business loan, SBL? So by you getting a small business loan, and say for example, Minister Keisha wanted to get something from the thrift store, she can get it from her assets without losing anything from her main financial resources. It can come from her assets, and then you can get anything you want because the money that you're getting is coming from your assets because you're using OPM. What do you think about that?
Yes. I don't know if you were in here when I was talking about testimony. Well, I don't think I shared the full testimony, but I was in Wells Fargo yesterday, and I was setting up another business account because one of the things I felt God pressing me to do in the season was set up my business accounts in a way to where it's profitable when tax season comes, right? So I started setting up my business accounts, and while I'm in the bank talking to all these different bankers, and I'm finished the process,